Hi, welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is June. I'm a videographer of sorts. If you see my last video, it was about Soundstripe and why I like its services. But within that video, I was editing another video. This video is supposed to be a behind the scenes look of that. This video isn't meant to be, oh my god, okay. You wanna be in the video? This video isn't supposed to be fast paced or like a tutorial or anything. It's meant to be an observational, kind of over the shoulder method of teaching or sharing, if that makes sense. I just wanted to show kind of the motivations and the thought process behind some effects and transitions that I use, the way I kind of handle problem solving during an edit. I also kind of want to push this idea that effects and transitions have kind of become center stage over the years, where they're more important than the content or the purpose of the video or the story of the video. True editing, I think, and I'll probably make another video about this, but real editing, I think, is meant to just highlight the main characters of that video, which is the story and the content and the purpose, and to achieve that in a subtle and yet engaging way. So this is kind of like the first step that I'm going to take to try to change my style into that and to kind of push that methodology or that notion. But yeah, hope that makes sense. Again, it's not supposed to be a short, fun video. It's supposed to be kind of long, kind of boring, but more realistic and more raw. Enjoy.
We can go show that for a second and then move. Okay, so if the footage is shaky and poorly shot like this footage, I usually just go with it and then just make it look very handheld and shaky, but very fast. So kind of a home video type vibe, which I like anyways. So I'll probably bring this band. Yeah. So it's good to time kind of movements, camera movements with the beat as well. Doesn't always have to be a cut. You see, like, it seems a bit slow to me, that movement. So I'm just gonna speed it up there. Be nice if I stopped right away and just stopped right there. I'm gonna try this, see what it looks like. A lot of editing is just kind of experimental. If I can stop it here. So what I'm trying to do is fake it so that the movement looks like it stops here. We'll go frame by frame. It kind of just has to line up. Probably end there. So that's pretty close. In this case, the framing, see if I can match it up better. Man, is there a way to make it even shorter? Nope, that's weird as well. Do I have to keyframe some motion blur in? Okay, well, I'm gonna keyframe some motion blur in. Let's see. Direction's gonna be 90. We're gonna start, set your 0. 30, that's a fuck ton. 20, 15, 5. Maybe 8. Okay. Okay, so now just gonna try to finesse that keyframing. Can I cut it here? Oh, I can't even cut it on there. Interesting. You know, when in doubt, you just overlay this. Yeah, so when you want to line things up, you can just kind of overlay it to get a general sense of where you want things to be. Now, is that big enough? Yeah, it's not perfect, but better than before. Not bad. Probably doesn't help that it's slow-mo. Let's see. Okay, snare is there. Okay. Perfect. So this type of thing in the song, if you can find it, it helped really beneficial for quick cuts. Right, so that's already like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can convey a lot of information in a very quick amount of time. So for me, I want to show this setup probably in that, but I have one frame that I can put into there, so I don't want to show the setup. I'll just show what he's filming because he was doing a sky replacement tutorial. Perfect. Okay, so I got my one cut there. Might as well slow-mo that shit. Sometimes what I like to do is, so that it's not so abrupt, reverse it. Like, I don't know, sometimes it's a stylistic choice, but I think a lot of the times I just do a quick reverse just to kind of reorient or prep the viewer, I guess, prime them, because this is going to be a less jarring change. It's really quick. Yeah, I like that. Lifting up our camera movements. I do like that movement. Maybe we could speed it up a bit. Get rid of that audio. Yeah, so I think after that, slow it down. I think I can also transition that maybe right away. Let's see. So he's filming shit. I want to show off the rhino. Yeah, maybe show that it's sliding. We'll do a top-down shot. Cool. So we're gonna use a sliding shot. So whenever you're looking for something to key, think about the colors, obviously, what makes sense to mask, and what do you want to show underneath. So right now, if I just put the ultra key on, you'll see that in order to make it look clean, pretty much, yeah. So as soon as it hits around, 68, it still has specks in the middle, but it's already starting to get rid of the stuff around, which means you have to mask. So let's do that. I want to time this though. I want it to kind of come in. So I'm going to do transparency 100 there and transparency 0 here. So now you're just going to have to match up keyframes with it. A masking keyframe, which is going to be under opacity. And it's a simple circle. And then we're going to mask the ultra key. So to do that, effect controls, then choose the circle down here instead of the under opacity. Okay, I want to keyframe the path. Don't forget, as many times I've forgotten I had to go back. Okay, we can see that it's starting to come in. Not sure how I feel about that. See how it's all very like flaky. But we'll see. It's a very tedious process. That's why honestly, like, I don't like masking that much. Just like when I feel like doing it, then you gotta do it. So to kind of cheat, I mean, you can just increase your feather a lot. But obviously, know when it does look fake. Luckily, this should be a fairly quick clip, so it's not gonna be too obvious. So pretty much what I wanted to do was to make this just zoom out or like scale it up, if that makes sense. So from here, I want this to fill the frame. I just do a really ghetto job of that. Manually scale and position this like so. Something like this. Okay, so we get that movement. Okay, so the mask is not good because we stopped here. I almost think we don't need to fade that in. Or maybe I'll just do it quicker. I wonder if I can just glitch that little part there. Shout out to Justin O'D Show, the only effects I pretty much ever use. RGB that shit in. instead of, so what I'm trying to do is like reduce the look at that flakiness. Maybe I'll do this whole thing in RGB, and then if I can just RGB, yeah, maybe people don't know this actually, where you can mask effects too. Like it doesn't have to just be masking one clip on top of another. There's probably a much faster way, like pressing play and shit, but call me old fashioned. I like doing it manually like this. Oh, we might be done. Oh, but see how that feather makes it look really fake? Okay, this is moving a lot back and forth. Okay, so what the heck? Now it's not lining up this way? I don't get it. Yeah, the path is, what the fudge? What the fuck is going on here? Is that because of the feather? Okay, so when it gets confused, like you're not sure what the hell is going on, like I am, because you see this little like sliver of things? I don't know if it's because of the feather. No, if I turn off the feather, see how the path is like that? So I don't understand why there's that little gap there. So in that case, I'm just gonna lower the opacity. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. What to do? What to do? Yeah, okay. So increasing the expansion of the mask worked. Obviously it's cutting now into the lens filter, which I don't like, but hopefully it's quite enough. Okay, so I want this to have a bigger impact on the beat. Gonna make this a little bit more dramatic. Distortion. Yep. A little bit bigger. Okay, duplicate it. Opacity that shit. Make it smaller. Show me the path. Okay, make it a bit smaller and line it up roughly. Feather the fuck out of it. Scale it. 120. Yep, and then opacity it down. I don't know, the whole point is I just want to add a little bit of emphasis to that point there. But now it's a little bit too off. Line that. Yeah, that's way too quick. Oh well. I'm gonna just key in some blur to this. Okay, and so make it start from 0. Have it hit 100 right there. So this is where edits like begin to take really long, because that was like what, a span of, that was 1 second. That was 1 second of video, and it took like longer than the whole intro. I spent way too much time on Daniel's footage. Fuck the boat. I showed Rhino. Don't need to show anything else. Okay, let's move on to Gabe. It'd be nice to have a transition from this to Gabe. I don't know, maybe we can do the brick and then like color the Sony body, or they're all roughly similar tones. That's why it's a little bit difficult. Let's see, there's something with just brick, I remember. Maybe I can do it with the shadow. Okay. It's gonna be super fast. So in order to do that, I like to start with keying so I can just kind of like see what disappears. That's not too bad. I don't like it though. If I were to bring it in, maybe. I really don't like that. It's a gradual thing like that, maybe. If I were to start completely transparent, bring it in. Let's see. Okay, this one, for some reason I want it black and white. Ah, fuck, I don't know. Ooh, yuck. It's too flaky. If you see these flakes there, like, it looks shitty. Let me just fade this out underneath. And then can I go from here to 0? You know, sometimes when I see stuff like this is when I actually, like, I don't save my color grade for last a lot of the times. Let's use the Buttery Luts. This is for EOSR. This is filmed on a 5D4. I dig it. If you want 5% off of these Luts, by the way, link in the description below. Made for people like me who cannot grade for their life. Okay, that gradiness is fucking annoying me. Right there. Right there. Okay. What is going on there? Can I make it faster? Does that just mean it's here? Oh, no, that's good. Yes, okay. So you'll see a lot of editing is just like testing, or my editing is a lot of testing and accidents and stuff like that. Here as well, for example, to make the cut a little bit smoother, I might just like use the hands a bit. Okay. So it uses that motion. That's the type of shit I look for. So maybe I'll just even speed up this time the clap with that snare. There we go. So yeah, just listen to stuff in the music, time the stuff in the video accordingly to it. So for example, again, we have that fast 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have these camera movements, but you can see the camera movements lagging behind. So I think that movement there needs to be timed up with that. So how do we do that? So I think in order to do that, we can just time everything. I'm going to time his wrist with that. Let's move that here. Okay, still. So we need to get this here. I don't want to just like speed everything up though, because it doesn't look real, right? So, man, even this shit though. It's like, just cheat it a little bit. So now I want to get this on time with the beat there. So you can see it's a little bit slow. Just cheat it as much as you can without making it look fake as fuck. You know? Like this, honestly, it looks fake, but I feel like it could pass. Oh, that clap is still perfect. So that clap felt a bit slow to me, so now I can cheat everything else. Okay, no. Yeah, it definitely looks fake, but I'm not too opposed to it. Clap was off beat. This might work. So just taking like small moments and then speeding them up. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna make it look a bit smoother by nesting it and then adding motion blur. From here, I'm gonna scale it in because I want to focus on the hands. Generally, I feel like 120, you're not gonna notice at all. You're not gonna notice a drop in quality at all. So from here, probably do like a whip. It's gonna push right. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna lower the blur amount. So I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe 150. Yeah, okay. Yeah, even if you download effects from people, fine tune them to your liking. I might even just do 120. What? Oh. 120. Okay, so let's see. Usually his are timed like this. I don't like that. Okay. Okay, so it's a little bit slow. Oh, actually, before we go on, I should go back and fix this. That is jarring to me, so I'm gonna fix that. Where's the keyframe start? Here? Okay. So it's too much. So I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, so I want this even more subtle. We're gonna lower the opacity. And this is why we watch everything a million times. God, okay. I want that fade out to happen faster. Kind of like having, the darker shadow. There we go. I feel like that's a bit more smoother. I feel like this is too long. Do that. Okay, we don't want that. This is gonna clash. So I'm just gonna choose this one. Do that. And I think we might have ourselves an edit. Okay, that is good enough. All right. So yeah, those are just kind of some of my tips and tricks. I might just make a more focused video in the future, but for now, just kind of whatever. It is what it is. Have a good day. Stay safe.